All right, hi, we're back with another Omeals home-style cheese tortellini and tomato sauce. So we tried one of these. We kind of messed it up on the trail a couple weeks ago, so we're going to try another one. I spent some time in Italy many years ago. I love tortellini. It's one of my favorite Italian meals. So we're going to pull all the parts out. All right, so I've got our heating element right here. So we pull this out. Put the heating element inside there.
Don't open the food.
We're not opening the pouch this time. I want to mess that up. And then
Pour the water in.
Hold on. Getting this. All right, there we go. All right, so we're filling this up.
Is that to the fill line? About.
It's about to the fill line, so we're going to close this up. Now, we're going to time it this time because we didn't quite do it enough last time. So it was, some of it was pretty warm, some of it was still kind of cold. So we're going to let it cook longer. It does have this steam vent right here. So we're going to wait till that goes, but we're going to push it a little more to about the 5-minute mark. Now, one thing about this, I was just reading on this, it says important, do not consume water after heating. So that's pretty gross. Probably give you, I don't know, brain cancer or something.
How many people do you think have tried that?
So, but it's, for these, again, we got these at a store here in Roseburg, Oregon. It's called Coastal. It's throughout Oregon. I think it might even be into southern Washington. Was $7.59. Yesterday they had a 10% off store, or 10% off sale throughout the store except for guns. So we grabbed one of these just to try it. So when we're looking at going to do our hike this summer, we're trying to maximize how we can carry stuff while keeping our weight and our volume in our packs down. And so the thought of not having to carry a stove and fuel canisters and all of that is really kind of intriguing to me because I don't want to carry a bunch of other stuff. I haven't used, I do have a few backpacking stoves, but I haven't used them, and I don't want to get out there and find out that it's burning more fuel than I think it does, and I end up running out of fuel or anything like that.
Out of matches.
So we don't want to do anything like that, but saw this, thought this would be a really great thing to try. Now, it is, what is it? I don't know, March 15th, I think.
Yeah.
Coronavirus is going crazy. There we go. We're starting to steam. If you see that, so we're at about 2 minutes, so we're going to let that go for a while. So coronavirus is going crazy. Here in Roseburg, Oregon, they've canceled school for 2 weeks. Churches have canceled services. Colleges are canceling things, turning stuff online. Feels like the sky's falling, the world's on fire. So there's so many people going to Costco and Walmart. They're buying up toilet paper, all these things that we should already have. And so when you're looking at that, you know, we just wanted to do this. It's been something that's been on our mind to kind of do a second one and to do it right after kind of our trail mishap where we just opened the food. But we had hiked for 3 hours and we were pretty tired, so we weren't really paying close attention to the directions. I think we had some brain fog, but so this is, it's warming up, it's pretty hot. So you do have to be careful when you open this up because it is hot. But all these things are kind of going on and the world's going crazy. President Trump declared a national emergency a day or two ago. So there's a lot of craziness. You know, this kind of thing is pretty expensive to do a couple of these a day for a prolonged period of time, trying to do it as a food storage option. I just primarily want to look at this as a camping and a hiking option. But the one we had before tasted really good. It would just be better had it been, you know, warm instead of us kind of messing it up and not cooking it long enough. So we're at about 3.5 minutes. We're going to go a little more. You know, with this coronavirus and everything, it's really kind of basic. We just need to keep calm. We need to wash our hands. You know, just kind of if you have a weakened immune system or anything like that, or elderly, you just want to take precautions. But that's always the case, especially as we're, you know, still kind of coming out of winter, heading into spring. that you just want to be mindful of those. You know, hand sanitizer. I don't use it a lot, but when I go hiking, I do take it, you know, because a lot of times we don't have bathroom facilities out there, and so I'll use hand sanitizer on the trail and that kind of thing. But I think we all just need to kind of take a step back. Everyone's kind of freaking out. But this is, we're just over 4 minutes, so we'll get the utensils ready on here.
It comes with salt and pepper.
Yeah, it does have a little salt and pepper packet with it. I hadn't really thought about it, but I like the fact that there is utensil here. Maybe I would say, you know, with tortellini, a fork or a spork might be better. If you remember those sporks that we had, if you're my age, when we were in elementary school, junior high, and we used to break them off right here and stick them in our mouth. You look like Dracula. So we're almost at 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and open this up carefully and try not to get burned. We're going to let it cool off for a second before we pull the food packet out, just because it is hot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull that out there.
Yeah, well, my high school actually is serving sporks now instead of a ton of different, like, it's packaged like this, but it's a spork instead of having spoons in one thing and forks in another, so people are just grabbing a ton.
That right there is the heating element. It's pretty hard. It's expanded, so we're just going to let that be. Again, we're not going to drink that water. They do make it nice. There's a little perforation on each side so that you can open that, so that's nice. All right, we're going to give this sucker a try here.
Oh, tortellini. You want me to open this a little more?
All right, let's see here.
Heavenly tortellini. Oh. Jeez.
So,
Is it cold?
this one's still not really hot, and we did cook it for 5 minutes. It's kind of warm. It might be hot down near the bottom. Taste is pretty good. For me, with the
is it cheese or meat?
It's cheese, tortellini, and tomato sauce. This is one that I would take on the trail when we do our hike this summer. I really like the tortellini flavor to it. It's just a little. It's not quite as hot as it would be if you had cooked it on the stove. Now this is intended to be one serving for one person, so.
Tastes more like meat than cheese to me.
So that is something to keep in mind, that this is one serving here, but flavor-wise, pretty dang good.
Yeah. I didn't see on the package how long it stores before it goes bad.
So it does say just store it in a cool, dry place, you know, like most things on there. I'm looking, I don't see like an expiration date or anything like that, but, and for anyone that cares, it says it's vegetarian. I don't really care, but it's really good. So again, for about $7.50, it's a great tool. Gets really expensive if you're panicking with coronavirus.
The bottom is
excuse me, or something like that. But for hiking, camping, that would be something that's really easy, especially if you were getting out of work and taking off. Maybe you're getting toward dark when you're getting your campsite, something like that. You can pop that out really easily, and that would do you right. So again, I'll give that a 2 thumbs up.